I remembered something yesterday that never happened. Not something I forgot. Something that wasn't mine. It appeared suddenly while I was making coffee. A memory from when I was 8 years old. Except I was watching myself inside it. At first, I thought my mind was just confused. Everyone remembers things incorrectly sometimes. But this memory felt clearer than my real ones. In the memory, I was standing outside my own bedroom. I watched myself sleeping, and I knew exactly what happened next. I spent hours trying to prove it wasn't real. Old photos, old messages, anything that showed I was wrong. Then I found a picture from that exact night. The room matched perfectly, but there was one extra person in the photo. The person in the doorway wasn't a stranger. It wasn't someone from my family. It was me. After that, more memories started appearing. Places I've never visited. Conversations I've never had. Now I finally understand what they are. They're not memories from my past. They're memories from the person replacing me. Everyone started calling me the wrong name last Monday. Not a nickname. A completely different name. At first I thought someone was joking. Maybe some strange prank everyone agreed to. But then my phone changed too. My accounts had a different name. My documents had a different name. Even old photos were labeled differently. I looked everywhere for proof. Something showing the name I remembered. Something showing I wasn't losing my mind. Then I found an old video from my childhood. My family sang happy birthday, but they didn't say my name. They said the new one, the one everyone else remembered, the one I had never heard before. After that, other things started changing. Small details, things only I would notice. Every morning there was less of me left. The photos changed first, then the memories. Today someone asked why I still use my old name, but I never told anyone what it was, because now I can't remember it either. My reflection looked different yesterday. Not obviously different, just enough that I noticed. At first I thought I was just tired, bad lighting, too many hours staring at screens. But the next morning something else changed. A tiny mark on my face was missing, except only in the reflection. I started comparing everything. Old pictures, old videos. Every day the reflection changed a little more. Small things nobody else would notice, until eventually it looked healthier than me. That's when I realized something. It wasn't becoming less like me. It was becoming a better version. So I stopped looking at reflections completely, covered every mirror, avoided every window at night. This morning, the bathroom mirror was uncovered. My reflection was waiting. And for the first time, it looked disappointed. I finally understood what was happening. The reflection never changed. It was fixing itself before replacing me. The same locker was open every night after closing. Number 17, even though nobody used it. I worked the late shift alone. Every night I checked every locker before leaving, and every night that one was already open. At first there was nothing inside, no clothes, no sign anyone had touched it. Then things started appearing, small things, things I recognized. The first item was my old watch, the one I lost years ago, the one nobody else knew about. After that, more appeared every night. Childhood photos, things I hadn't seen in decades. Then last night something new appeared. A photograph, taken inside the changing room. The photo showed me looking inside the locker, the exact moment I was standing there. But it was taken from inside. Tonight the locker wasn't empty anymore. There was only one thing inside, a name tag with tomorrow's date, and my name on it. I found something hidden inside my apartment wall. A small wooden box, sealed completely shut. There was no lock, no hinges, nothing showing how it was supposed to open. The only unusual thing was the seal, a small mark across the opening, and somehow it was already cracked. I searched online for anything similar. I found nothing, except one old picture. The picture showed the exact same box, inside the exact same apartment, taken almost 50 years ago. But something about the picture felt wrong. The room looked identical. Nothing had aged except the people inside it. Then I noticed everyone was looking at the box, not scared, like they were waiting for it to open. Last night I heard the seal finally break. The box opened slightly, and inside was another photograph. The photograph showed my apartment years from now. The box was still there, and I was standing with everyone else, waiting. Something disappeared from my apartment last week. Not something important, just my favorite coffee mug. I searched everywhere, every cupboard, every place I could have left it. Then I asked my friends if they remembered it. They all said the same thing. I'd never owned that mug. So I checked my photos, hundreds of them, but the mug was missing from every single one. The strange thing was, the empty space was still there, like something had been removed perfectly. Then other things started disappearing. Books, pictures, anything connected to my past. Eventually I noticed the pattern. It wasn't removing random things. It was removing proof. I started writing everything down, every object I remembered, because nobody else remembered them anymore. This morning I checked my list again. The final missing object had appeared overnight. It was me. I walk through the same forest every weekend. Same path, same trees. At least, that's what I thought. Last month, I noticed something strange. A signpost I passed hundreds of times had moved, only a few meters. I checked old pictures to prove myself wrong, but the photos changed too. The sign had always been there. Then the changes got bigger. Paths curved the wrong way. Trees appeared where empty spaces used to be. So I started marking the trees. Every root, every place that changed. The next morning I came back. The markers were still there, but the trees wearing them weren't. That's when I realized the forest wasn't moving randomly. It was rearranging, like it was building something. Yesterday I found a clearing that wasn't there before. In the center was my house, but older. I looked through the window. Someone inside was looking back, and he looked relieved that I finally found my way home. I found an extra room in my apartment, which doesn't sound strange, except I've lived here for 4 years. There was nothing inside, no furniture, no windows, just a chair facing the wall. I checked my apartment plans. The room wasn't there. There should have been another apartment on the other side. The next day something changed. The room wasn't empty anymore. It had started collecting things. They were all mine. My books, my notes, things I used every day. Then I noticed the walls. They weren't decorated. They were studying me. Every night it changed more. The furniture moved until it looked exactly like my home. Last night I opened the door again. Someone was sitting in the chair, practicing my voice. It looked at me and smiled. Then it said, "I think I'm ready now." I noticed something strange about the stars last month. Not a new star, not something missing, something moving. At first I thought my eyes were tired. Stars don't move like that. They definitely don't rearrange themselves. So I started taking pictures every evening. Same place, same time. After 2 weeks, I compared them. The stars weren't random. They were slowly creating a shape. I spent hours trying to understand it. A message, a symbol, anything. Then I finally recognized the pattern. It wasn't a symbol, it was a map. Every star matched a location. Every movement matched a change. And the center point was my apartment. Last night, the pattern changed again. For the first time, it wasn't showing where I was. It was showing what was behind me. A shape I couldn't see, but the sky could. The silence started 3 days ago. Not everywhere at once, just small areas. At first, nobody noticed. A quiet room, an empty street, places where sound simply stopped existing. I stepped into one of the silent zones yesterday. My phone still recorded video, but it recorded no sound. The zones kept spreading, every hour, every direction. Then I realized something terrifying. The missing objects, the changed memories, they were all warnings. Something wasn't entering our reality. It was replacing it, piece by piece. Everything it copied became quieter, then cleaner, then more perfect. I'm recording this before the silence reaches me, because when it does, nobody will remember the world was ever different. If you're hearing this, it means the message escaped. But if everything around you suddenly feels perfect, don't trust it.